Hey there guys, and welcome back. So it is now time to start porting, or not necessarily porting, but creating a renderer for TKinter rather. Couple things to say here, I guess, to start off. The stream was delayed a little bit because I was having difficulty actually finding. I wanted to have it up so that I could show you a mirror of the docs that I like using for TKinter. They used to be up on New Mexico Tech, and that is no longer up and running. So you kind of got to look around for it. So for example, here's a GitHub IO, which is a mirror of what they used to have. And then there is also PDFs that you can find, which have everything in it. So one of those things, obviously you can go to TKinter on Python docs. And then you can also find a variety of other sources. But me personally, I always found the New Mexico Tech information by John W. Shipman to be the easiest to use. So I just wanted to touch on that first. Next up, we've got to actually talk about how we're doing this. So in theory, again, the reason why I wanted to, we're going to have to obviously blit everything to the screen. We're also going to have to handle the fact that the interface is going to call things differently. It's going to handle images differently than we do with the GIF. So beyond that, I don't think there's anything else we got to consider because frankly, a lot of it is being handled in the background by our canvas object. And then we really just need to convert that canvas object out onto a canvas. So I'm going to, and here's actually the funny thing, right? The funny thing is that we technically do not need to import into this module TKinter at all, technically speaking, because we can just trust that whatever we're being passed as our TKinter Canvas is actually a TKinter Canvas. The only reason we would need to import anything from TKinter is if we needed to create new widgets. And I do not at the moment foresee that actually being a thing. I don't foresee it being something we need, widgets. In TKinter, all the variables and the special names are actually strings. They're not, objects in and of themselves, aside from being strings, being objects as strings. So therefore, we technically don't need anything from TKinter to make this work, at least as far as I'm seeing to begin with. Again, presuming that the user gives us a canvas when they initialize this class. So, class TKinter Canvas, define init, and like I said, we'll need a canvas reference and a we'll need our actual canvas. So in other words, this thing over here. Something from canvases.init. Then we'll need a TKinter Canvas. TK Canvas. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and hang out there and we'll see what comes from that. So, I guess I'll just label these as, well, we can go ahead and, yeah, again, actually, because it's just a renderer, it doesn't even, I don't think it will need. Yeah, it actually shouldn't even need anything from Stream Animations itself either. So, I guess we're just putting into quotes here. Canvases dot canvas canvas base, assuming that I recalled that correctly and it's not base canvas. Yeah, canvas base. And then over here this would be tk dot canvas. So those are two of the objects that we're expecting. Yeah, obviously Pylance is not going to be able to give us anything on it because we haven't imported it. Self.canvas equals canvas. Whoops, don't do that. Self.TKCanvas equals TK Canvas. And fascinating. Pylance is acting a little goofy here. Let me delete this and delete that. There we go. Yeah, so it doesn't want to highlight it because our type annotations are not actually getting resolved. I guess that's why. So long as it doesn't undo the highlighting, here we should be good. And from there, we're going to have a render function. Now, let me just check on gif.py. I'm going to go ahead and keep this open, actually, for now. Keep open. Yeah, okay, we did just call it render. So this is one thing I was thinking about, was all our renders probably should just have a render function. Now, it's one of those things, I don't think we can, so scale definitely, we can definitely have scale. And background, I suppose, although, yeah, I guess we can also have background for all of the renderers, but this frame thing obviously is specific only to the GIF, so that would suggest that really I should cut that, do that, and we will go ahead and update this to say frame equals. That way we're not goofing anything up there, and hopefully, let me hit Control F and search for render. A star sample. I guess I should toss the open bracket in there. Define render, self render. And what's this? Frame equals frame, scale equals scale. There we go. All right. Cool. Just want to make sure everything inside of the project now has frame as a keyword, since we rearranged that. And go back to Tkinter. So scale and, or I guess 1. And now we can leave it as none. Background equals none. And self. There we go. Scale can be a float. And background should be a PIL. And again, I'm not sure if we will need this. We'll investigate. .image. Funny how it has that like that again. A little bit confused, but it's got the spirit, I guess. Utils has our scale function, so that is under stream animations utils. We'll need that in here. We will need to scale. Stream. And let's see. The only thing we really need to do is grab all the sprites, because this will get called. How often is this getting called? Is a good question. It should only get called for any given canvas state, I believe. So, yeah. Let me just look here real quick. All right, I'm thinking, where is this? Let me pull up really quick. Canvas, the Canvas docs for TKinter out. So self.tkcanvas. Yeah, it's been a while. Is it after? After is where's universal methods? Universal widget methods. Universal widget methods. After, yes, okay, it is after. Okay, after idle. Nah, just after, okay. And then we can delay ms. So I'm thinking self.tk after, let's say frame rate. And this often it will get the location of all sprites and then update any that moved, rather than updating all of them at the same time to save cycles. That makes sense to me. And self.framerate equals frame rate. And this should be an integer. And we can go ahead and Actually, was there a recurring after in TKinter? I forget. I know there's an after cancel, but can't recall if there's an interval over here. Doesn't look like there is. Scrolling through there does not look like there is, so I guess we will just self.callback equals, or the other option is to do self.callback. Yeah, probably better to do it this way. Equals none. And then animation loop. Self.render. And we'll also want to save then in that case scale, which is a float, and background, which is a PIL dot image. Self.scale equals scale. Self.background equals background. There we go. And now render can get, or actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and pass that in. Scale equals self.scale. Background equals self.background. Toss self in here because this is not JavaScript. And now I'm going to toss a property in here. So property define FPS delay self, and we need return 1000, which is 1000 milliseconds divided by self.framerate. And I will go ahead and floor divide that. Wrong thing here. Converts frame rate to milliseconds per frame. There we go. define cancel animation loop, self, cancels the animation loop, the next queued animation loop, self dot TK Canvas dot after cancel, and after cancel just requires our ID. Yes, just requires ID. So self dot callback, and then this is self dot FPS. Anything else we need? I don't think so. So now we just need to get to the actual rendering. Alright, so what we're gonna want is right now our canvas does not, I don't believe, keep track of, let's see. So we could listen for the movement event. The problem is that does, well, it's not necessarily a problem, but we also would need to listen for idle animation sprites. So what we'll do is instead, I think, self dot sprites equals dict I'll change that explicitly to a dict just for legibility reasons. I think we're going to keep track of sprites, and then that will tell us when a new sprite is added, and therefore when we need to add the sprite to the canvas, when a sprite is removed, and therefore we need to remove the sprite from the canvas, and when a sprite has moved. So we can track the sprite's previous position and animation, and that will give us all the information we need. So information on sprites displayed, where they are on the canvas, and their current animation in order to determine blotting. Okay. And cool. That should be everything. So let's see. Just checking if there's anything else I want to add based on what we have here. I don't think there is. I will, however, hop over to sprites and get that open for reference, because we're going to need it in a minute. I should get used to doing Control-K-C, or Control-K-Enter. I keep on thinking to myself, you know, you could save yourself half a second right-clicking and clicking Keep Open. And half the time I think to myself, half a second isn't anything, and other times I think, yeah. Especially because my mouse is already on the, or my hand is already on the mouse. My mouse is already on my hand. Or mouse is already in my hand, maybe, but we are now, I believe, ready to get this rolling. Open another water bottle and get to it. So, renders all changes in sprites to the TK canvas. Okie dokies. This should say, let's actually, I know I just said that we are ready to get to it, but let me add my annotations, my documentations. Starts a new animation loop. renders the canvas to the TK canvas, canvas state, canvas changes, and creates a new interval callback. I'm gonna say callback, interval callback. All right. Cool. So, I'm gonna say C equals self.tk canvas, so I don't have to type as much, and we're gonna be referencing a lot. C0, TC, and C. There we go. Self.canvas. Actually, we're probably not gonna need self.canvas too often, so we can do this. For sprite in C dot no yeah, self.canvas dot sprites. If sprite, let's see, do we want to update our list first? No, I don't think we want to update our list first. I think we want to do all this at the same time. Yeah, I think we want to do all this at the same time. So, if sprite set sprite animation, set sprite location, remove sprite. Yeah, you know what? I think that is how I'm going to do it. So I was thinking about just having all the code in here, but to make things a little bit more legible, I think we'll do a little bit of spaghetti coding here and set sprite location, define, define set sprite animation. Oh, actually, there's one more thing here. We are going to, at this point, KC, KU, KU, KU. We are getting long here, so I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. And I shouldn't have actually. Their canvas ID is what I wanted to add. Actually, I'll back this up. There we go. Cut this, I guess, here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Pop that in there. Toss this down here. All right. Good. Good. All right. So. Set sprite animation. Set sprite location. I guess add and remove sprite. Okay. Adds a sprite to the canvas and creates an entry for it in self.sprites. Removes a sprite from the canvas and from self.sprites. Changes the image for the sprite currently displayed on the canvas. And finally, moves the sprite on the canvas to match on the Tkinter Canvas, TKinter Canvas. to match its canvas location. There we go. These all obviously have self because, again, different programming language. And now this can have sprite. This can have sprite. That will have, I guess, just sprite. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't. Yeah, we'll just add sprite to all of them. Sprite base, I forget already. Nope, just sprite. Alright. For each sprite, determine whether or not it has changed. Sprite added. If sprite not in self.sprites, self.add sprite, sprite, elif, let's see, elif sprite dot z index. Yeah, so this guarantees, at this point on this fork, this guarantees that we are less than 0. We are in self.sprites. So self.remove sprite, because again, z index less than 0 means it is not displayed currently. That is how we're handling it. So it is displayed, it is in our sprites, and now we can say self.sprites sprite dot location does not equal, or let me double check that really quick. Do we use location? Derp. Yeah, we do use location. Good. Sprite.location. Actually, I'm gonna have to do else here. Else, if sprite location does not equal this, then we need to self.set sprite location sprite. If self.sprites, actually, let's say self sprite. Let's say SSP, there we go, equals self.sprites sprite SSP dot animation does not equal sprite dot animation loop. Let's see, dot animations dot current animation dot current. Was that underscore? That should be underscore, but I may not have. Nope, it is current. Oh, animation, there we go. Or, and that is JavaScript again, there we go, SSP dot animations dot it's current animation. Quick question, current animation is just a key. It's just a key. So current loop, I should do current loop. Oh no, I can use current frame. I don't have to actually go all the way down to current loop. Cool, alright. So self.animations does not equal current loop. Was that a property or not? That was not a property. or ssp dot animation oh, that is not correct. That is not correct. This is a dictionary, so we're gonna have to do that because this is not JavaScript. And I don't need the underscore in that case, so animation animation frame. That's the word I'm looking for. Does not equal sprite dot animations dot current frame. Right? Yes, current frame. Then we need to self dot set sprite animation. And that is everything. I believe. Now I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Hop back to Canvas. I can't remember if there were optimizations for blitting to Canvas. Where it doesn't actually update all this until you call it, so you freeze the canvas and then draw it all at once is the only question. I can't remember if in TKinter there was such a method. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to just continue as what we were, and if it ends up being an issue in the future, we will circle back to this and resolve that issue. So, we have this whole entire thing set up. Sprite removed. What I guess I should do so we do have one more situation here, which is that our sprite dot self dot sprites, we actually destroy a sprite in canvas dot sprites. We get rid of it, remove it from the canvas, and then we can't see it, and therefore we never update it on our screen over here. So what we should do is have a list. Sprites equals list self dot sprites. Self dot sprites dot remove, not self dot sprites, sprites dot remove sprite. There we go. And then for sprite in sprites, this sprite is no longer in canvas dot sprites. Self dot remove sprite. There we go. And that should take care of all our edge cases, I believe, until I think of something else. Sprite has moved, and sprite's animation has changed. There we go. Toss some white space in here to make it more legible. There we go. Keeps track of any missing sprites. Sprite is still on canvas, so remove it from missing sprites. Actually, we can change that name to missing sprites. That's fine. Oops. There we go. Cool. Now, all the way up here. And the fact of the matter is, now that I'm doing it this way, we do not actually need that C anymore. ID equals. Let's double check this really quick before I say this. Image objects. Oh, actually, that's right. We are going to need TK for this. Part of TK at any rate. This module. Rendering module. Module to render for. There we go. From Tkinter import. What was it? Shoot. Oh no, it's pillow. We need pillow. We need pillow. That's what we need. Third party. Import from pillow. Not pillow though. PIL import image TK. There we go. That is something we absolutely do need. So, image equals do I need to do both at the same time? I don't think I do. Oh no, that's right. Sometimes it disappears. I think shoot, after I convert it to photo image, I know that this was an issue in TK, is that you lose the reference to it and then it disappears. I just can't remember if it's the photo image you need to keep the reference to or the original image. I'm blanking on that one. So I guess we will keep the image in here. That's fine. We can keep the image. Image equals sprite.getImage. Double check that I got that correct. Yep, get image with an underscore. Photo image equals image tk dot photo image. Actually, no, I think it is photo that we got to keep. In which case, we can delete that, grab that, delete that. There we go. And then self.sprites sprite equals this. We can say dict. Photo equals photo. Animation equals sprite dot current animation. Current loop or current animation? Oh, it's animations dot current loop. There we go. Got them confused. Animations dot current loop. Got them mixed up. Frame equals sprite dot animations dot current frame. Location equals sprite dot location. All right, that's everything we need except for ID. So let's get ID up in here. Just want to make sure that I had everything correct. Oh, actually, back to layering. Layering. We'll have to figure out layering. That will come into play. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, so create image on canvas. Our X and Y is anchor is center. We don't want that. We want top left. Let's double check what that is. That's northwest. So we'll anchor northwest. And I believe that is actually just NW. Image is photo image, right? And this returns... Yeah, returns the integer ID. Good. Good. Everything I wanted to know, thank you. Which is, again, why I wanted to have these docs open. So, self.tkcanvas create image, rather. Create image. Sprite dot... Actually, I should be using top left, shouldn't I? Oh no, top left is a function of hitboxes. That's right. That is right. Top left is hitboxes. However, what I should do, image equals, and then we actually need to scale. Scaling is important. So, utils, actually, utils dot scale image. That's our image, and self dot scale. There we go. And now, yeah, I'm gonna keep this apart just for sake of reading, rather than nest that all together. All right. Create image, sprite dot location 0, because it is XY. Location 1. Image equals photo. I don't think we need to use tags right now. We're not going to disable the image. Oh, anchor. That's right. That's the other thing we need. So anchor equals northwest. There we go. And now we can add ID down here. ID equals ID. And that should be everything, I believe. Self.sprites, sprite. Self.canvas dot. Hop back over to the canvas methods. Remove. Where is remove? Delete? Is it delete? Yeah, delete. Okay. Canvas dot delete ID. There we go. And then del self dot sprites sprite. There we go. And that takes care of removing it. Let me just really quick annotate here. Create photo image at scale of the sprite. I'm gonna copy this down. Sprite animation. There we go. Self.sprites. Sprite. Let's see. Actually, I take that back. So first we will go ahead and update the image. Self.tkcanvas dot, let's see. Gotta remember how this works. Is it config? Item cget, item configure. Yeah, I believe it's item configure. Okay. Item config your ID image equals photo. And we shouldn't need to reset anchor. Anchor should be fine. And now update equals dict. Grab this stuff. And then we'll just get rid of the middle one there. Don't need this location. We'll delete that. Animation and frame are now updated. So self dot sprites sprite dot update. There we go. Update animation information for the sprite. Update the sprites image on the TK Canvas. Cool. And then down here, very simply, TK Canvas. I think that's actually all we need. Self.tkcanvas.item config. No, that's right. We don't even need to item config. We can just do chords, right? Yeah, chords. Let's see. So actually chords can't do, it doesn't look like chords do top left. It looks like they only do bounding box. So that is more cumbersome than, I believe, calculating the move. We could do item config. I imagine that would work. To change the... Actually, no, that's not an option. So config, the XY are not an option. So I guess we will just use move to keep things as simple as possible. So change this to move then, since we can't use top left, top right. Self dot, or yeah, self dot sprites sprite ID. And then we need to calculate a difference here. So the xdy equals, let's get O location equals self.sprites sprite. Whoops, wrong one. No, none of that. Location. And then O location minus sprite.location, and then we can do 0, 0, and 1, 1. And that's our dx dy. And then we just need to update the dict. So self.sprites sprite location equals sprite.location, and we are off to the races. Again, we still technically need to do layering, but let's at least make sure this is working. So we will create a new, let's minimize some stuff. over here. New file. TK Inter sample.py. Alright, import Tkinter as TK. This module built in from, actually, let me save myself a little bit of typing here and grab our sample. Don't have it open right now. Sample. Copy this stuff. And this is one of those things that I've been talking about before. The fact that we have so many different imports here is a bit unnecessary. We should be able to just do two-dimensional was the idea originally of the systems, as I stated when I did the review of the big old change, the big old refactor. We should technically be able to get most of this stuff out of two-dimensional, but we haven't done that yet. So let us I'll go ahead and grab all this stuff too, because we'll want to use all this stuff. So down to here it looks like. Wrong TKinter. There's that. Get rid of random for right now because we're not necessarily doing that. Actually, we will do that eventually. I take that back. I do want to do that eventually, so we'll keep that in there. But I just want to get this one that we're currently working on up and running. So there's our path. There's that. There's that. This all will be deleted. Yeah, actually, let's just delete all this. And we actually, I just realized, actually, do not have an outer on this one because we are not outputting to a file. Okay. And instead we have define move callback pass for the moment. Actually, I take that back. Let's go ahead and copy this. Yeah, we can copy both of these. That's fine. Root equals TK. Let's see. I think I'm gonna just put the canvas right into the root. So canvas equals TK.canvas root. Canvas height and width, I believe I will set right now. So let me just hop on over to the canvas widget homepage. I believe those are just height and width respectively. It looks like that is correct. Height equals canvas size 0. Oh no, canvas size 1. Width equals canvas size 0. There we go. Let's see, anything else I want to add of these initialization? Yeah, we're not going to scroll this, so I'm going to go ahead and actually, yeah, I guess I don't need to set the scroll region because we're doing that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So canvas.pack root.main loop. But first, root.after 1000. Let's get a frame rate in here. We don't have a frame rate up here, right? Nope. Okay. Delete this. Renderer from stream animations. Dot. No, import Tkinter. Actually, maybe we just do that. Show animations. Oh, engines. Renderers, Tkinter. Looks right to me. Let us. Oh no, engines without an S. There we go. There we go. Alright. Let's change this. 2 FPS equals 16. Bom. After, oh no. First, we need to do TK Canvas equals TK Inter Canvas. This should be, hold on. TK Canvas, we'll call that TK Canvas. And then this will be renderer equals TK Canvas, TK Canvas. Frame rate equals, what did I call that up here? FPS. I should just call that frame rate. Do this, and this would be frame rate 1000, and then move callback and root.after 1000 frame rate, move callback, if path. We'll only repeat if path, just that it's not looping forever. Canvas.moveSprite. And last and finally, renderer dot begin animation loop. And I think that's everything. So make sure all my files are saved. It looks like they are. And I will pop open, not GIMP. I will pop open the PowerShell. That's what it's called. TKintersample.py. Let me. I guess this is gonna be a little difficult. Oh goodness. Silly. Ay. Try that again. Oh, is scale in back? Did we make scale in background required? It looks like we did. Okay. Equals none and equals none. And we obviously aren't doing anything with background right now. We will cover that in the future. So. Let's see. PowerShell says that I made a mistake right here. Ah, that is why. Let's see. I guess we do else here. So obviously we can't remove it from missing sprites if it was never on the canvas to begin with. And then we can do this. And there we go. Probably not a great if tree. Obviously I normally like to return prior to that, but not that big of a deal. Not none, huh? Oh, that's why. So back up here, you'll notice scale is float, and I put none. Actually, that's something we could handle in utils. I take it back. That is something we can handle. So let's F12 here. And scale image, multiplier. If multiplier is none, multiplier equals 2. So that's a little redundant with our default here, but that's in case, because it's going to be chained down, we're probably going to want to do that anyway. So, is there anything else I would change while I'm here? I don't think so. Let's hit the PowerShell. And one of the things, since I'm going back and forth between PowerShell and the other stuff, that's why I'm not keeping it up on stream, because that would be obnoxious for you to watch for me actually to keep on making sure I minimize and maximize, etc., etc., etc. Because you guys will still see the PowerShell if it's on stream if I just Alt Tab. So that is the reason. Alright, and it's saying now that I goofed something up down here. Set sprite animation. It said self and sprite. Ah, yes. I did goof something up there. Huh, okay. Oh no, there it goes. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought you could keyboard interrupt out of TKinter, but it was taking a second. Animation frame. Key error animation frame. Oh, I know why. I know why. This frame right here. So that we need to change. And let me just double check the animation update. Yeah, does use frame as well. Next error, please. Take a second for TKinter to quit. I should just close TKinter and then come back to the PowerShell. Alright, yeah, that's happening. Oh, nope, there it goes. Alright, I believe it just executed correctly. I'm going to run that one more time just to make sure. Okay, it did not execute correctly. My character is moonwalking, so let's go ahead and pop that up on stream. So, add source, captcha. Let's grab this guy. All right, you guys can see that guy just fine, right? I will now close that, and hopefully it recaptures it when it pops back up. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't, I'm not sure if you saw all of that because it had a little bit of lag on my preview window, but my character appears to be moonwalking, which is not correct. So, that's interesting. I wonder what is happening there. Let me pop it back up one more time. All right, definitely moonwalking. So the animation is actually backwards, which is weird. It's very weird that it's doing it now and was not doing it before because all we're doing is using get image. So I'm going to run this one more time. It looks like he moves left correctly. And I said one more time, but... No, okay, he does not move left correctly. So yeah, everything is backwards. Fascinating. So he moves down, he's facing up. He moves left, he's facing right. And he moves right, he's facing left. Huh. Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. My DXs are probably backwards. That would make sense. My deltas. They be backwards. Let's try that again then. Close that. Run it again. There we go. Alright. Now, the only problem we have, as you can see, is just the layering. Looks like it is otherwise. Actually, let me run that one more time. Because I don't see any words on the screen. Yeah, okay, I do not see any words on the screen. So, what do we need to do to fix that? If we compare, I'm pretty sure that is basically renderer.frame automatically calls animate idle sprites, and we're not currently doing that. The only... Actually, yeah, I will get rid of this then. In that case, canvas.animate idle sprites. There's that. Now let me just take a look at animate idle sprites. Okay, idle sprites is a list. Alright, so... For sprite in canvas.sprites, if sprite does not equal me, idles equals. So basically this move callback would instead be a script that's determining what's happening on screen, and we would want to figure out what is doing what and then keep a track on each of these cycles, because again, these move callbacks are happening at the same exact time as this. Actually, you know what? This is a good point, me. Yeah. I make a very good point. So, this move callback can actually call, after this is done, TKCanvas.render. If, yeah, I guess we better set that over here. TKCanvas dot, or scale equals TKCanvas.scale background equals TKCanvas.background. Okay. Yeah, so there's no point in running two loops is basically the oh, this isn't TK Canvas, this is renderer. My bad. Renderer. Cut this out. Put that in there. Drop this over. Idles dot push, not push. Append sprite and idles. And let me double check that canvas is all right. Good. So this is something I've been thinking about after the debacle from last night or yesterday afternoon, whatever it was that every once in a while I'll do this and then it always comes back to bite me. So I think I should probably just stop doing that. It's probably a feature of Python that I don't know. It might be one of those features that someday they get rid of, just because it has no practical necessity, I should say. I suppose. Basically, it's only a convenience, and it has potential just to backfire, which it's obviously happened to me a couple times yesterday. So there's, it is what it is. I suppose the only, you know what? I take that back. I'm musing off the top of my head here, and I'm realizing I might be a little bit incorrect, because back to args, starring args is actually a very valid argument to keep it in. So, yeah, all right. The argument you'd have to make, I guess, is that using keyword parameters are better. Well, keyword arguments, keyword parameters is better form than positional arguments and parameters, and so long as you make that argument, then you can get rid of the star as the positional arguments. But that is probably something of a hot take, so we will leave it alone. Or yeah, I guess I won't animate myself for idle sprites. Or not path. There we go. So if it's me and there is still path, then I'm moving. So therefore don't put me on idles. Otherwise, if there's not path, that means that I'm not moving. That's going to screw up my last move, so I'm going to take it off. Never mind. Alright. So. Let me just take a quick glance over here. Just make sure I'm not being silly. I don't believe I am, so let us bring that back up. Tkinter back up. Alright, so the stream is obviously off. So this would be because my anchor is top left and the stream anchor is not in the correct place. So that's why that was to do in that one. Close that. Pack up over here. Let us go to canvases. And the, not canvases, sprites. I want to be in sprites. That stream animation text is, I believe, a cosmetic sprite. Yeah, so okay, actually, that may not be why. It may be because we're scaling the image. Yeah, it may be because we're scaling the image. So let me look at sample and all right, you know what? I was trying to hold out just a little bit longer, but I'm gonna have to BRB right quick. So let me pop open because we're almost done all the things I wanted to have done for today. I wasn't actually thinking about doing the layering just yet. Yeah, fact of the matter is I would like to be done relatively soon for dinner, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna pop this back up so you have something to stare at, and then put the BRB text up, which is not on this scene, it doesn't look like. So there we go. BRB. Make it red. Red. Where's red? Where's FFFF? There we go. Outline. Black. Couple points. Okay. And I will be right back. Alrighty. Let's get this working. Let's get this working. Where's the TK window at? There it is. Alright. So, while I was walking, I realized that I have a good solution for the whole entire layering thing. But first we need to fix the whole entire sprite overlay there, and I should get rid of the BRB text. There we go. So, let's see. Monitor text 00. That's going to be correct. Let's look at GIF really quick to see how I handled. Okay, location scale. Yeah, so we do modify the location based on scale. So let us come back over to TKinter and do the same thing. Add, remove. Sprite location, scale equals scale, sprite location scale, if scale is none, scale equals self.scale, is self.scale none as well? It is, okay, never mind. In that case, that will be 1 now. And this will also be 1. And that's a float. .0. .0. Let's see. Yeah, okay. The DX is also going to have to be times scale. I was just double checking myself because this is not actually location. So up here though, this is also going to need add sprite. Scale equals 1.0. Float. If scale is none, scale equals 1.0 times scale times scale. And let's see. Trying to think if we need to do anything with the canvas size is my only question, and I don't think we do. So we're going to go ahead and run that and see how much it's broken. Alright, so that did not fix our problem. Good to know. Why did that not fix our problem? Let me run it again. And we will look at sampler GIF, I guess, GIF. This is top left. The pacing is top left. Location 0, 1. Where do we goof up here? Monitor text at 0, 0 makes sense in terms of the cosmetic sprite. Or does it? No, I guess that doesn't make sense. Where is the desk printer, desk monitor text? Cosmetic, offset 1212. Okay, it's 0, 0 from the offset of 1212. 1212 is pre-scaled. Its location, though, it's when it gives dot location, that should also be scaled. Let me come in here, add sprite. Print sprite dot location. Sprite dot let's see. Meh, alright. I guess it's just sprite.location. Let's do that and see what happens. And so when we add, we have 58, 70, 80, 62, and 50. Let's compare that to expected. TK sample. 50, 70. 50, 70. I got 58, 70. 80, 80 is correct. 62, 62 is 50 plus 12, right? So that makes sense. And then, oh, I know why. We are going to do renderer dot render scale equals renderer dot scale background equals renderer dot background. So that's why the first one was off, because we already had one move under our belts. But 50 plus 12 is 62, so it's in the correct place, assuming that desk is at 50-50. Desk is at 50-50. So the top left. Huh. Let's do this. See what that comes back at. Forgot to close that so it wasn't in your guys' way. I'm gonna pop it back open. Alright, no, 6262 is in the correct place, quote unquote. Actually, none of this is scaled, is it? Are we scaling anything right now? We're not scaling anything right now. So actually, nothing is being scaled. Scale, 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 scale. Where is... There we go. Frame rate, yeah, no scales. We haven't implemented any scaling yet. Let me close this so it's not in your way. So we haven't implemented any scaling yet, which means that it should be correct. Anchor in the northwest. Everything is anchored northwest, so that shouldn't be a problem. Sprite, cosmetic sprite. Let's take a look at cosmetic sprite again. Location, location with offset. Let's grab sprite.bbox. See what that comes up as. Where's my print? Print. There it is. Was that a property or it is a property? There we go. Alright, toss that back up. And I have 62, 83, 94, which sounds correct. The desk is 50, 50, 95, 82, which does not sound correct. 50, 50 is top left. The bottom is 95. Oh, no, that's X. X first. So 95 is my width. And 82 is my height. That doesn't sound correct. Yeah, that does not sound correct. Interesting. Let me close out TKinter. Get out of your guys' way. Why does that not sound correct? Desk. Anchor bottom left. Anchored bottom left. Oh no, that's the hitbox. The hitbox is anchored bottom left. Okay. So it's saying my desk is only 32 high, which doesn't sound correct. Though maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is only 32 high. Let's check that. Actually, I guess I will check that over in the file system itself. Stream animations, samples, desk, and hover to get my width. Oh no, it is only 32 high. Okay, I guess that is correct then. The text though, no, the text is still within that bounding box. No, it's not within that bounding box. It actually says that my text is taller than the bounding box. Huh. No, not taller. It's wider than the bounding box. I guess that makes sense because it's got to stick out and hide the rest of it. Okay. Okay, so I guess all that is working as intended, I guess, question mark. Huh. Huh, 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 huh. GIF, paste, location. So it's saying that the text should be at 62, right? Which makes sense. And then the 80 is my printer, yeah. So lower is definitely higher. The further down the screen is definitely the higher Y index, so that makes sense. But 62... Unless something... So again, it's been a while, but... Things should be able to overlap each other on the whatchamacallit, shouldn't they? On the canvas? Alright, well, I think it's been close to 10 minutes of puzzling this out and it's not working, so... what I'm going to do next is handle the layering, because again, I have a good solution for layering. So what we're going to do is... let me get the canvas image back up. Okay, I actually don't see it there. Where is canvas methods? There it is. Canvas should have a Z index. Built in. I could have swore it had a Z index built in. Let's see, index. Where are we at? Where are we at? B-box, add tags. Again, I could have swore. Oh, is it only tag? Can we only stack tags? Is that the only thing I can do? That's a little bit more annoying, but we can still do it. My method is still going to work. Okay, well, I guess that is that. So, yeah, tags. Huh, that does make things more complicated, but it should still work. I thought that we had a Z index on this, but it doesn't look like we do on Canvas, TK Canvases. Alright, well, it's whatever. We can, like I said, do it. It's just more annoying, and I'll keep on complaining. So, is there at least an add and remove tag? No, there isn't. Okay. Okay. I'm reading through the functions one more time, just to make sure. There's not. Okay, well, guess we're done complaining and now actually implementing. So, tags equals, let's see. What's the best way to do this? If we're only using tags. Shoot me. So it's not so much the implementation that I'm doing right now, it's the keeping track of it in the future is my biggest issue. All right. What I was going to do is, and it's a tag, so it's going to have to be a string, I believe. Double check that. Methods. There we go. Canvas image. Canvas tags. Just double check that really quick. Yeah, right. What we're going to do is sprite.zindex times we want a big number, I guess, so we'll go 10,000 plus sprite.location 1. So this was my idea. So we could stack them. You know, if they had actually a z-index, we could use the z-index times 1,000 plus the location, because we're always stacking from lowest to highest. So for that reason, because we're always stacking lowest to highest, the lowest point on the screen rather to the highest point on the screen. Again, the lowest point on the screen has the highest y value. Therefore, it would be the highest z-index relative to the other sprites on the same z-index. And since we don't want to overlap z-indexes, that's why I'm choosing a big number like 10,000, because we'll never have a canvas, I don't imagine, that is 10,000 pixels tall. If we did expect to have one of those, then we'd probably want to do 100,000. The actual value does not matter. So that is that. I mean, I guess I will do that. So when we create the sprite, we can give it this tag. When we move the sprite, we can update its tag. tk self.tk canvas dot item configure. It is item configure, correct. Double check that really quick. Yeah, item configure. Self.sprites, sprite ID tag equals string, and there we go. Now the biggest problem is sorting, resorting when they move, which is the issue we're coming into right now. Alright, we can do if dy does not equal 0. So if there is a change in dy, that's the only time we need to handle this. And let's see. Yeah, see, it's annoying because we want to move we can only move this relative to other tags is the biggest issue. Actually, does... Okay, so tag lower does do tag or ID. Let's see. Can we actually access the display list? So it's I see something over here in the over here in the docs, and this time I actually will kick you guys over there, assuming that we did not lose. We did not. So here we go. So I see this thing over here in the docs referencing the canvas display list. If we could use that, if we have access to that, then that might be easier. So unfortunately, this is what we're stuck with. We're stuck with tag lower and tag raise. Let's go ahead and Google really quick. TKinter Canvas display list. Canvas display list. Oh, that's another mirror. Let's see. What do we got here? Nope, that's a mirror of the New Mexico text. So let's do TKTCL. Display list. See, it references it, but it doesn't tell you how to access it. You know, unlike down here where you have, you know, path name and then X view, which makes sense. Yeah, references display list, but doesn't help. Let's see. Nope. And only down the bottom here. Nope. Okay. So I guess we are a little bit struck out on that one. So I'm going to kick us back to the VS Code. Alright, so actually at this point, I'm thinking of just ignoring this completely. So let me grab this, grab that. We're going to leave that as is for a hot second. Come up here to add sprite. Delete this. Cut this out. Put that there for a second. And let us z-index equals there we go. Put it in here. I don't want to do it this way, but it's kind of sprite. The most direct way to do it right now. It's going to cause a lot of very serious it's going to cause some issues if we get a bunch of sprites on screen in the future, which is not good. But I guess we'll have to fix it when that time comes. Z-index equals. So for the time being, just to get this fixed, we are going to do this sorted. Can we call above without anything to do above all? Let me check that really quick, because that would be the fastest way. Canvas, back, tag raise. Alright, I did not see a tag raise. I mean, it doesn't look like above this is optional. It doesn't look like it. I would like to be able to raise to top, but because that would be simplest, then we could sort reversed and paint them from, or actually no. Yeah. Anyway, we could order it in a specific way, but self.canvas. Actually not that one. Let's see. For sprite and self.sprites. Sorted. Key equals lambda sprite. Sprite z index. Actually, let's say sprites equals while sprites sprite equals sprites.pop for sprite, for other in sprites self.tk canvas.tag raise sprite ID, and that is above this, right? Yeah, above this. So actually no, because we already have it sorted, that saves me a little bit of trouble I was concerned about. We already have it sorted, so sprites 0. Well, length sprites is greater than 1. There we go. Then we can do sprites 0. Okay. Again, I don't like doing it that way, but because it's it shouldn't always run. But we're going to try to get this done really quick because this is taking longer than expected. Sorted self.sprites, key lambda z index. Oh, self.sprites.values. There we go. And run. ID. Try again. There we go. So it looks like it is now working correctly. Question mark. Let me make this bigger. Oh no, that's not going to help me. I'm not sure whether or not that stream, the cosmetic sprite, is behind my character, which would not be correct. It's hard for me to tell. I don't think it is. So, let's see. I'll close that out really quick. There we go. Let me look at the TKinter sample right quick. Where's my cosmetic sprite? There it is. Parent desk. And sprites cosmetic z-index of 1 by default. And the other sprites are z-index of 0, correct? No z-index there. Huh. No z-index? I don't have a z index. Oh no, there it is. Self.z to index equals 0. Okay. Huh. Alright, well, we are most of the way there. So I'm going to go ahead and off-stream sort out the whole entire issue with the text not being in the correct place for the monitor text. And then we will go ahead and, when we come back, start writing the actual program to display this on stream. And that was the goal all along, was to get it displayed on screen, so that will mark more or less the end of this until I think of something else to add. Technically there is one more thing I want to add, but we might take a little bit of a break and let it run its course for a little bit, and then come back to that. So that is where we're at right now. If you have been watching, thank you, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I'll catch you next time.